breaking a record. That's 2 races in a row. So we now move to event 50, the boys' 16-year-olds 50-metre breaststroke. Cooper Blacklock, the record holder from Marcelin College, Randwick, with a time of 33.38, set back in 2022. Into the pool they go. Tran, Lowe, Leyland, Goy, Rodriguez, Cardenas, Quinn and Sirakis. It's a great start here from Goy, who's moving beautifully through the middle. In fact, opens up a half a body length gap, and certainly being the record holder for the under-15s, he'd love to notch up another one here. He's working towards it at the moment. Goy followed by Leyland, then Rodriguez, Cardenas in at third, but Goy, you can see him pulling away here, more than a body length in front, ticking over to 31 seconds, 0.18. He's obliterated the record, which stood at 33.38. It's more than 2 seconds quicker, and you can see there, it's high fives and smiles. Leyland is just as pumped up as Goy is for that achievement. Outstanding. So first with a gold and a new record, Caden Goy, followed by the work there of Lewis Leyland, and then Rodriguez Cardenas in for the bronze. A terrific swim from Goy. Well, this is the one we've been waiting for here. Event 17, the girls' 11-year-old freestyle 50-metre final. Emerson Hu is about to enter the pool, and the record is beckoning. 33.9. It's been sitting for 11 years by Donna Choi, who is likely to break it here. She gets away beautifully from lane 4. Look at her power through the middle of the field at the moment. Good pressure, though, from the work of Celine Nguyen, who's keeping her honest, as is Romy Lee. But it's all about Emerson Hu at the moment. 23 seconds ticking on. She's got another 5 or 6 to try and squeeze inside this record. Will do it with ease. Oh, Emerson Hu, 29.24 popping up on the board. If you don't mind, it shaves off more than a second from a record that has stood for 11 years. Donna Choi has held that one, and now Emerson Hu holds the record in the 8s, 9s, 10s, and 11 girls. And I'll tell you what, we might see her in Brisbane in 2032, the way she's performing the pool so far. We now move to the boys' 15, 16, 200-metre freestyle relay, 4x50. It's Clancy Catholic College, Rosebank College, 5 Dock, Aquinas College, Menai, St Mary's Cathedral, Marcelin College, Randwick, Marist College, Penshurst, St Vincent's in Ashfield, and All Saints Liverpool. Lanes 1 through to 8. Really strong start late here under lane 5 from Marcelin College, Randwick. We're in front at the moment. Just back on the inside, St Mary's Cathedral and Aquinas College, Menai. And second and third respectively, but pushing further away now are Marcelin College, Randwick, and they do hold the record set 2 years ago, an incredible time of 1:41.30. So that is extremely swift work. It was Blacklock, Jackson, Cronin and De Silva who did it on that occasion. It's all new swimmers for them though, so nobody to draw upon, but still well and truly looking the goods here. 52 seconds is the split at the halfway point, believe it or not. So they're in front by a sizable margin, probably a good 3 to 4 lengths at the moment now. Good little comeback here though from St Mary's Cathedral in its second, and then Aquinas College, Menai currently in at third, about 3/4 of a length back behind that. They've actually gained a little bit of ground here, St Mary's Cathedral. It was out to about 3 body length gap, now down to probably 1.5. But the split there, you can see about 1.5 seconds between Marcelin College, Randwick, and the next closest in the former St Mary's Cathedral. Here come our top guns to finish things off. It's a last stint coming in here from Alexander Spencer, who's already been brilliant so far from St Mary's Cathedral, but also having to go up against the work here of Kenzo Gunawan, and Gunawan is going to gun it all the way to the end here. 1:44.14 popping up. It's just outside of record-breaking time, but Marcelin College, Randwick ahead of St Mary's Cathedral, then Aquinas, Menai. Pretty strong times across the board. 3 sub-150 times. Faster seat time here, Matthew McDonald. Now, if he goes anywhere near that seat time, there's another record that is set for the breaking. Into the pool they go. It's a good start as well for Matthew McDonald, who immediately gets into top gear and starts to pull away. Look at that already, nearly an entire length. We're not even halfway through the first lap. Matthew McDonald powering forward. This is frightening stuff from the Christian Brothers Lewisham student. The only time here under a minute with the seed time, and Well, at the moment, might have to be under 55 the way he's powering forward. 28.1, he turns. The next closest, 3 seconds behind in the form of Matthew Yoon and then Caleb Gann. And Matthew McDonald only extending the lead here. He's out by 2.5 lengths and only pushing further ahead. McDonald with the record beckoning, with a gold medal calling his name. Inside the final 15, 50 seconds brought up. He's going to do it with absolute ease here. 101.87 is the former record. You can smash that to pieces. 58.45. It's more than 3 seconds quicker. He hammers the water because he knows what he's done. Lachlan Wild in at second for the silver. Also a really good time, 103.33. That's only 1.5 seconds outside the previous record, but the disparity was enormous. And then Matthew Yoon in for bronze at 103.66. But Matthew McDonald has a farm, doesn't he what? A record set by Bailey Screen in 2023, 36. They're into the water now. Good start made here from Zavit Sarnos and also Morgan, who's been terrific so far in every event he's contested. Also a good start from Methan Williams though. So it's Williams, Zavit Sarnos and Morgan all looking strong. This is as tight as it gets. Hudson also putting his hand up to potentially get a spot here right at the death. It's going to be very tight. In fact, Hudson is working beautifully out there in lane 6. He's going to come close. So too is Zavit Sarnos. Zavit Sarnos and Hudson. Oh, Zavit Sarnos just got him. 33.04. It's outside of record time, but geez, that was close. Hudson came from nowhere and nearly took it. Morgan will take out bronze, but it's Zavit Sarnos in 33.04.
Definitely our closest finish of the evening, 0.3 between our first 4 swimmers.
So moving now to event 48, the boys 15-year-olds 50-metre breaststroke, the record set by Caden Goy. We've seen featured multiple times here today, 33.02, lanes 1 through to 8. Robertson, Siu, Spencer, Gong, Monday, Kane, Casales and Tala. So off they go now. Early lead being established here out of lane 6 from Bada Kang. Now they come back at him though in the form of Maxwell Monday and Lachlan Gong. He's looking to bang the gong here with a victory. Can he do so now? Gong just putting his nose in front of Monday. Also pretty good work there from Alexander Spencer, moving freely, but it looks like it's going to be taken out here from Lachlan Gong, who's still in front and will go all the way to the wall. It's Gong, followed by Monday, then Kang. Siu got in front of Spencer toward the end, but a great effort here from Lachlan Gong, who will indeed bang the gong there. That's a new record, 33.02. It blows that effort from Caden Goy out of the water. That was the old one standing in 32.69, so he shaves about 0.5 of a second off the previous record. Well done to Lachlan Gong. Simon Freeman still swimming well though, but it is Soccer now back up into second. Kingston just falling back a touch into third, so that gap has been closed. A great lap there from Matthias Soccer, actually 0.16 of a second quicker than Solomon Freeman, who's still out in front. He's led from the get-go. Kingston, though, on these turns, he's been exceptional. Once he hits the wall, really bounces off, and that closes the gap each and every time. So if you can keep thereabouts with Soccer, you might well be staring down the barrel of a bronze, but it's also looking very strong here for Solomon Freeman. So 2 more laps to go. Next time he's down this end of the pool, he could be staring at a gold medal. 34.71 on that lap. Kingston has hopped up into second now, 33.21, a great lap from him. He's actually gaining ground here on Solomon Freeman. Does Freeman have enough left in the tank? 3:40 ticks over. Certainly looks like he does. He's pulled away once again here, Solomon Freeman. Final 50 metres coming up. We haven't seen too much of Swan and Munro. It's really been a 3-man race, this one. Freeman well and truly out in front. Kingston, good turn. He starts to gain more ground on Soccer. So he's probably about 2 lengths in front of Soccer now. Freeman a length and a half in front of the work of Kingston. He's been terrific this entire race. It's well and truly outside of that seed time of 4:05.2. It's probably going to be closer to 4:2, flat if you will, 4:20 coming up on the board. And there it is. Solomon Freeman will take gold in the inaugural event here for the 400-metre freestyle in the 17 and above. Kingston with a wonderful second half of that race, crossing in 4:27.29 for the silver. And Matthias Socker, who was applying all that early pressure on Solomon Freeman, will take third with a time of 4:31.32. So now the girls' 11-year-old 50-metre backstroke once more. Emerson Hu and Romy Lee, these are the two to watch here. Can another record be broken? Ella Clayton set it back in 2023 with 35.81. And once again, those two are neck and neck out in front. This time, though, Lee has just a slender margin here on Emerson Hu. This could be a little bit of a shake-up of things. Hu responding quite nicely, though. That margin, it's only about an inch or so. Hu getting closer to the line. Lee just in front at the moment, though. Lee, can she hold on and get a rare victory up against Emerson Hu? They're both going to hit it very closely. Oh, Hu somehow pulls it off. 34.1, and yet again, it's another record. I thought for all money, Romy Lee had finally got her measure in at 34.13. We don't have the benefit of 4K slow motion replays here, but that would have been as close as it gets at the wall. Gold again for Emerson Hu, another record for Emerson Hu. Romy Lee, that was the closest she has come, and Mia Brown in at third with 40.8. A great way to start the girls' 11-year-olds 50-metre backstroke.